as I say, they have tyre packed pretty extensively. On the inside is Matvey Janowski in red. Alongside him in blue is Andrei Lebedevs in gate 2. Gate number 3 in white is Patrick Dudek, and the championship leader Bartosz Smarzlik going from the outside gate in yellow. And it'll be interesting to see what Smarzlik can do from here, because just looking at this track right now, there isn't a lot of dirt wide, Chris, and you're going to have to really get that bike to work well if you want to make a start from gate number 4 early doors.
Yes, you are. It's a long way from there, and as you rightly say, the track is going to take a few heats to start to develop those lines. Madsen was making the lines, he had the speed, but no way past.
Here we go then, heat number 2, green lights on, and we're away, and they come roaring into the first corner. Janowski once again, that inside gate working well. Smarzlik's done nicely there. That superb job back from the outside. It opened up lovely for him, with Lebedevs giving Patrick Dudek a bit of a thump in the first corner. So it's the 2 poles out in front here. Matvey Janowski, of course, knows this place so very well. Rides for Dakarna in the extra league here in Sweden. Smarzlik pushing on hard in second place. Tough for an overtaking manoeuvre at this very early stage. Dudek is out the back and is not being able to land a blow, but good start from the inside from Janowski.
Yeah, Janowski using local knowledge, looks very comfortable out there on the track. Smarzlik's just dropped back a little bit. Great first turn from him. He knew exactly what he wanted to do, and the opposition opened the door for him quite nicely, just roared up the inside. But he really hasn't put a challenge in on Janowski.
Janowski out of the last corner, nice comfortable win for him. He gets his night off to the best possible start. He says it was all about being on the inside. 3 points for Janowski then. Bartosz Smarzlik back in second place, 2 points. Lebedevs in third, 1 point for him. And Dudek misses out in Doyle out here, searching for a big night of speedway. On the inside is Pavel Shapelski in red. Gate number 2 in blue is Jason Doyle. Gate number 3 in white is Andrei Lebedevs. And Oliver Berntsen, the wild card, will go from the outside in yellow. And Oliver Berntsen is a rider that's had a smashing season, brilliant in the Speedway of Nations for Sweden he was, and will want to do really well tonight in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, he'll have a point to prove after his disappointing Grand Prix season, and as you say, Speedway of Nations was the top individual scorer in that event.
He was indeed. So here we are then, heat number 7. Green light comes on. Oh, another long pause, and they go away from the start. That gate 2's working brilliantly, and Doyle's absolutely nailed it. Gets to the front, but look at Berntsen. Berntsen now comes off that banking in turn 2. Fast himself up the inside. Doyle around the outside. Has no answers at this stage. What a move from Oliver Berntsen. Got to say, that was a textbook move there, right out wide. Look at this track now. They're beginning to experiment, but Jason Doyle there, just taken by surprise. Berntsen out in front, Doyle giving chase back in second place. Andrei Lebedevs in third, with Pavel Shapelski out the back, but Doyle's going to come on strong here. Berntsen out in front, being chased hard.
Yeah, Jason Doyle will be asking himself, what has he got to do to stay in front? Seemed to have done everything right on the first turn. Perhaps his only mistake, not moving wide enough in the first turn, or sticking right on the inside. Found himself in no man's land, but I tell you what, he's cruising down the back straight. He's coming in off the dirt, just can't seem to generate enough speed.
Berntsen won nicely there. Brilliant race from him, delights the home crowd. And I've got to say, Doyle threw everything at him, but Berntsen had the answers that time. Superb move early on. We've seen it earlier on this evening as well, where riders are able to generate so much speed down that back straight on the opening lap. And Oliver Berntsen picks up a fine win there. 3 points for him. Jason Doyle back in second place, 2 points. Andrei Lebedevs in third, 1 for him. And Pavel Shapelski misses out in heat number 7. So heat number 12 then. And that will see the completion of the third block of races here this evening. And the racing is warming up very nicely indeed. And Smarzlik's having to work hard. He's not being given it at all. He's having to really dig in, and he's showing great resolve. And he's moving along okay. So Jack Holder's on the inside in red here. Gate number 2 in blue is Dan Bewley. Freddie Lingman comes out of gate number 3 in white, and off the outside is Andrei Lebedevs in yellow. Dan Bewley, 1 point to his name, needs a win now, Chris.
He does, yeah, absolutely. We've seen him come good at the end of meetings, particularly in the semi-finals and finals, but we've seen him just scrape into those and then take the win. So certainly saw it in Wrocław.
So here we go then, Dan Bewley off that favoured gate number 2, needs to make it work now with Dudek going along pretty well. Bewley just 1 point from his 2 outings so far. Tapes up, we're underway. He's made a good start, but Freddie Lingren's made a better one. Oh, a bit of a clash there with Jack Holder. Nothing to choose between 4 riders. Bewley's been relegated to the back with Lingren coming, roaring round the outside there. What a great move from Freddie. Jack Holder now up the inside. Moves into second place with Lebedevs into third place, and Bewley once again just found himself in no man's land. Great battle out in front. Freddie Lingren having to be aware of Jack Holder really working hard on the inside, but for Freddie Lingren, this is just what he needed.
Just what he needed. Dan Bewley looking like he's suffering from wheel spin, certainly from the start. Jack Holder really putting pressure now on Freddie Lingren's got the bike hooking up. He's looking for a way up the inside. I tell you what, if Freddie Lingren gives him an inch, he's going to take it.
Freddie Lingren now having to ride defensively on this last lap. Jack Holder now, one last chance through this last corner. Lingren holding the inside, he's got it. Lebedevs coming through at the death there with Jack Holder moving off the line. Oh, you got to feel for Jack Holder. Possibly the fastest man on track there, but got relegated to the back. Such a frustrating time when that happens. But for Fredrik Lingren, though, terrific ride from him. And once again, we're seeing that determination from the Swedish man. Lingren out in front, 3 points for him. And Lebedevs coming through at the end there, 2 points. Jack Holder relegated back to third place, and Dan Bewley failing to score. So it's taking shape now, that's for sure. And Dan Bewley is just slipping up here this evening with Patrick Dudek really hunting him down. There's the standings after each rider has completed 3 rides. 8 points for Madsen, Martin Vasilik, Schmarslik. There's no doubt that Leon Madsen riding superbly well tonight. So here we go then. Andre Lebedevs off the inside in red. Robert Lambert going out of gate number 2 in blue. Martin Vasilik will come out of gate number 3 in white. And Leon Madsen going from the outside in the yellow helmet colour. A little bit of water there. You can see it glistening on the surface.
Yeah, you can. The inside line looks like it's going to be quite slick. I think certainly in the first turn everyone will be clamouring for the dirt on the outside.
Heat 13 then. Here we go. Leon Madsen just taking his time coming forward. He's ready now. He's right up against the safety fence. Possibly a bit more grip there. Looking for the best possible getaway. Oh, a bit of movement once again from Madsen. He's looked across straight away. He missed it, actually. Lebedevs made a smashing start on the inside, and it's the Latvian rider once again powering away, looking good out in front. Martin Vasilik, oh, it's greasy. He almost turns the bike inside out. Here comes Lambert up the inside. Madsen also in the thick of the action as well, coming through, possibly into second place. Let's just keep an eye on him with Lebedevs down the inside, hanging on there right now. Track conditions have changed here. A little bit greasy, bit of dirt flying around, but Madsen working hard on the outside. Now finally comes through into second place, but for Martin Vasilik, terrific speedway from him again.
Yes, it took a couple of laps for both Vasilik and Madsen to work that outside. Madsen's gone very wide again. That's allowed Lebedevs up the inside. He's been cruising around the inside all night, just picking riders off on the last lap or so, but Madsen, I think, possibly clamping him down now. All the work to do on the first couple of laps, and Madsen is covered in slime, but he's happy with 2 points.
Martin Vasilik, another race win for him. Superb stuff from the Slovakian rider. Back from injury, missed Cardiff, of course, which was really tough for him. But he has responded this evening superbly well. That's his 3rd race win of the night. And Martin Vasilik doing fine work here this evening. Vasilik out in front, 3 points. Leon Madsen working hard for 2 points there. Andre Lebedevs in the points once again, and Robert Madsen finishes on 10. That'll be enough for the semis, but won't get a gate draw that he will possibly be looking for. But we'll see this start again from Madsen.
Yeah, this is where it goes wrong for Madsen. Just gets good traction off the start, just doesn't dip the clutch quite early enough. Once the front wheel's in the air, allows the bike to lift a little bit more than he would want. And you can see there, Jason Doyle actually looked like he was going to get a run up the inside of Smarsik, changes his mind, then just turns right, goes to the outside, then realises he's got to get back to the inside to stop the run up the inside of Leon Madsen. So using all the track for Jason Doyle, who comes under fire from Freddie Lindgren. Great move from Freddie Lindgren here. Up the inside on lap 2, just scoots past Jason Doyle, surprises him quite a bit there, but Jason just hanging on to second place.
He was indeed, but things going along very nicely indeed for that man, Bartosz Marzlik, getting ever closer to that third World Championship. And we'll wait for the semi-finals to see exactly the outcome of that. Victor Palavara out here for his first ride of the night, replacing the injured Max Frick, which is more than understandable. But Palavara, 28 years of age now, been around the scene for some considerable time, but on the cusp of an international career, that's for sure. He was the reserve rider for Sweden in the Speedway of Nations, but didn't get a ride in the final. So the lineup for Heat 18 is Ty Woofenden off the inside in red. Gate number 2 in blue is Victor Palavara. Andre Lebedevs, who's having a better night actually, he comes out of gate number 3 in white, and off the outside in yellow is Mads Hansen. But once again, Ty Woofenden needing to produce here to secure a semi-final berth, takes up, and we're underway. Victor Palavara coming in, has made a smashing start out of gate number 2. Terrific effort from him. Round the outside though, Mads Hansen, look at that. Terrific rider there, coming through to hit the front, with Palavara now being swallowed up by Andre Lebedevs coming through into second place, and Ty Woofenden going to have to work awfully hard, and he's out the back here. Really going to have to produce something very special from there. But for Mads Hansen, what a move that was on the opening lap. Yeah, great move. Didn't see that one coming. And Victor Palavara also mixing it well. Lebedevs now just getting across Palavara. Got to stop him. I think Palavara now, he's dealt with him. But Ty Woofenden really not making the bike work at all. He's tried around the fence. He's now looking for a lower line, but he just can't seem to get the thing hooked up. No, he can't, and this is a desperate moment for Woofenden. He's got 6 points. Needs a... Wow, needs 2. He's going to get it! Oh, Lebedevs has packed up. Massive moment for Woofenden. Going to move on to 8. And in front, though, Mads Hansen. Delight for him. First Grand Prix heat victory for him. He's going to be chuffed to bits. And a little bit of good fortune there late on for Ty Woofenden to pick up 2 points when it was looking very unlikely, and... a heartbreaking moment there for Andre Lebedevs, who was going along strongly. Mads Hansen is the winner, no doubt about that. But for Ty Woofenden, really was struggling for 3/4 of that race, but picks up a very handy 2 points. 3 points for Mads Hansen. Brilliant ride from him. Ty Woofenden back in second place, 2 points. Victor Palavara coming through in third place, and Andre Lebedevs failing to score. So there we see it now. Woofenden moving on to 8 points as a consequence of that. Bit of good fortune, is looking set for the semi-final.